Welcome to our exploration of how empowering women is essential for sustainable development. In this video, we'll journey through the key concepts, challenges, and solutions that link gender equality and a sustainable future. From the global stage to local communities, women play a vital role in shaping economic, social, and environmental progress. Let's begin by understanding why this topic matters and how the United Nations and other organizations are working to close the gender gap for a better tomorrow. Women's empowerment is more than just a buzzword. It's a multidimensional process that helps women gain control over their lives. It means having the power to make choices, access resources, and influence change in society. Empowerment is about fostering self-worth, independence, and the ability to shape one's own future. As we'll see, this is not only a matter of fairness but also a foundation for sustainable development. Sustainable development is defined as meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It rests on three interconnected pillars: economic growth, social inclusion, and environmental protection. Sometimes a fourth pillar, cultural diversity, is also considered. Sustainable development requires a holistic approach, integrating these areas to ensure long-term well-being for all. Gender equality isn't just a social issue, it's a cross-cutting objective that influences economic, social, and environmental outcomes. When women and men have equal rights, opportunities, and responsibilities, societies are better equipped to achieve sustainable development. Addressing gender disparities is essential for fair resource distribution and for building resilient communities. Intergenerational justice focuses on how resources are distributed among people living today. Gender gaps in income, employment, and access to opportunities persist across many societies. Women often earn less, work more unpaid hours, and have less access to financial resources. Addressing these disparities is crucial for achieving fairness and unlocking the full potential of all members of society. Intergenerational justice is about ensuring that future generations inherit a world where they can thrive. This means protecting natural resources, maintaining social protection systems, and sharing responsibilities fairly. Women's roles as educators and caregivers are vital in passing on values of sustainability and responsibility. Achieving justice across generations requires joint action from both women and men. Gender-sensitive approaches are essential for sustainable development. Without addressing gender-based inequalities, efforts to protect the environment, grow economies, and build inclusive societies will fall short. Women's perspectives, knowledge, and skills enrich policymaking and lead to more effective solutions. Equal participation in decision-making ensures that everyone's needs are considered. First step in empowering women is recognizing where gender gaps exist. Collecting and analyzing sex disaggregated data helps identify disparities in areas like education, health, employment, and political participation. This evidence-based approach guides policies and programs, ensuring that interventions target the most pressing inequalities. Organizations like the Interparliamentary Union and UNECE collect vital data on gender representation in politics and society. While progress has been made, women remain underrepresented in parliaments and executive positions. Training and capacity building for national statistical offices are helping to improve the quality and availability of gender statistics. There's still a lack of sex disaggregated data on environmental issues. However, studies show that women often take more personal actions to protect the environment, such as recycling and conserving energy. Understanding these differences can help policymakers design more effective environmental programs that engage both women and men. Women are significant users and managers of natural resources, yet they are often excluded from decision-making in sectors like forestry, water, and energy. Increasing women's participation in these areas not only leads to better resource management but also ensures that policies reflect the needs of all stakeholders. Environmental degradation and climate change often hit women hardest, especially those in vulnerable communities. For example, in Central Asia, pollution and resource depletion have led to health crises that disproportionately affect women and children. Recognizing these impacts is crucial for designing effective interventions and support systems. Women's advocacy groups play a vital role in highlighting gender perspectives in environmental protection and sustainable development. Through networks, forums, and policy dialogues, women's organizations ensure that women's needs and ideas are represented in decision-making processes at all levels. Empowering women requires removing barriers and creating supportive environments. This involves legal reforms, policy measures, and initiatives from governments, businesses, and civil society. A dual approach, combining targeted programs with gender mainstreaming, ensures that women's empowerment is integrated across all sectors. A safe and healthy environment is fundamental for women's empowerment. This includes freedom from violence, access to safe transportation, and protection from environmental hazards. Infrastructure and urban planning that consider women's needs can greatly enhance their ability to participate fully in society. Women often bear the primary responsibility for caregiving, which affects their employment and long-term financial security. Social protection systems must recognize these challenges and ensure that women are not penalized for their caregiving roles. Gender-sensitive policies in pensions and social security are key to reducing old age poverty among women. Education is a powerful tool for challenging gender stereotypes and promoting equality. Gender-sensitive education equips people with the knowledge and skills to make informed decisions for themselves and future generations. Integrating gender equity into educational strategies helps build more inclusive and sustainable societies. It's important to recognize that women and men may have different experiences and needs in education, especially regarding topics like climate change and sustainability. Tailoring educational activities to be relevant and accessible to all helps ensure that everyone can contribute to sustainable development. Empowerment also means equipping women with the skills, knowledge, and resources they need to be agents of change. Training programs, access to information, and financial support are all vital. When women are empowered, they can drive progress in their communities and beyond. The transition to a green economy offers new opportunities, but women are often underrepresented in emerging sectors. Targeted training and support can help women enter and thrive in green jobs, ensuring that they benefit from sustainable development investments and contribute their unique perspectives. Projects like those led by Women in Europe for a Common Future are building women's capacity in sustainable energy and climate protection. Training in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and climate policy empowers women to lead local and regional transformations towards sustainability. Access to business support systems and information technology is critical for women entrepreneurs. Training workshops and partnerships help women develop entrepreneurial skills, use new technologies, and access markets. These efforts open doors for women to participate fully in economic life. Financial independence is a cornerstone of empowerment. Initiatives like targeted loans for women entrepreneurs help bridge the gap, especially in rural areas. Access to credit enables women to start businesses, invest in their futures, and contribute to economic growth. Sustainable development cannot be achieved without women's full and equal participation in decision-making. Yet, women remain underrepresented in government, business, and environmental leadership roles. Increasing women's participation ensures that diverse perspectives shape policies and outcomes. Despite progress, women are still a minority in top positions across politics, business, and environmental governance. For example, only a small percentage of heads of government, central bank leaders, and corporate board members are women. Addressing this imbalance is key to achieving gender equality and sustainable development. Many countries are adopting measures like quotas and mentoring programs to increase women's representation in decision-making bodies. These efforts are making a difference, but more work is needed to achieve balanced participation and ensure that women's voices are heard at every level. Mentoring initiatives connect experienced women leaders with those starting out in business or public service. These networks provide guidance, share knowledge, and help women navigate challenges. Support systems like these are crucial for building confidence and fostering leadership. Global initiatives like the Women's Delegate Fund are helping increase women's participation in international climate negotiations. By supporting women's attendance and involvement, these programs ensure that gender perspectives are included in global decision-making on sustainability. Regional frameworks, such as the Aarhus Convention, set standards for public participation in environmental decision-making. These agreements help ensure that women and environmental NGOs have a voice in shaping policies that affect their communities and the planet. Women's organizations are actively involved in projects related to water, sanitation, and health. Their leadership in these areas ensures that solutions are practical, inclusive, and responsive to the needs of all community members. Sustainable development requires integrated solutions that address economic, social, cultural, and environmental concerns together. Gender equality must be treated as a cross-cutting objective, not just a social issue. Only by working holistically can we build a truly sustainable future. Reliable, sex-disaggregated data is essential for identifying gender gaps and monitoring progress. More systematic data collection, especially on environmental indicators, will help policymakers design better interventions and track the impact of their efforts. There is still a knowledge and awareness gap regarding gender and the environment. Advocacy groups and research initiatives are working to close this gap by highlighting women's roles and needs in environmental sustainability. Their work is vital for informed policymaking. Empowering women is an ongoing process that involves both creating supportive environments and strengthening women's abilities to take control of their lives. It requires commitment from governments, businesses, and civil society to remove barriers and provide opportunities. Achieving gender equality and sustainable development is a shared responsibility. Governments, the private sector, and civil society must work together to ensure equal participation and balanced involvement in all areas of policy and implementation. When women and men share decision-making power, societies are better equipped to distribute resources fairly and plan for the future. Equal participation ensures that policies reflect the needs and aspirations of everyone, leading to more sustainable outcomes. Gender equality is a long-term project that requires sustained effort and commitment. Today's girls and young women are growing up with more rights and opportunities than previous generations thanks to the work of advocates and policymakers. Continuing this progress is essential for a sustainable future. Significant gains have been made in women's rights and empowerment, from the right to vote to increased participation in public life. These achievements are the result of joint efforts and serve as a foundation for further progress toward gender equality and sustainability. To ensure lasting change, it's important to continue strengthening the foundations for sustainable and equitable well-being. This means investing in education, health, economic opportunities, and environmental protection for both women and men. Effective policies are crucial for advancing gender equality and sustainability. Governments must prioritize gender-sensitive approaches in all areas, from economic planning to environmental regulation, to ensure that progress is inclusive and lasting. Advocacy groups and civil society organizations play a key role in driving change. By raising awareness, influencing policy, and supporting women's leadership, these groups help ensure that gender equality remains at the heart of sustainable development. As we look to the future, it's clear that empowering women is not just the right thing to do, it's essential for building a sustainable world. By working together, we can close gender gaps, protect our environment, and create opportunities for everyone to thrive. Empowering women for sustainable development is a shared responsibility. Whether you're a policymaker, business leader, educator, or community member, your actions matter. Let's commit to supporting gender equality and sustainability in every aspect of our lives. In summary, empowering women is key to achieving sustainable development. By addressing gender gaps, creating enabling environments, and ensuring equal participation, we can build a future that is fair, inclusive, and resilient. Let's continue to work together for lasting change. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the vital connection between women's empowerment and sustainable development. Together, we can make a difference and create a world where everyone has the opportunity to succeed and contribute to a sustainable future.